Hey, sports bettors. Happy Thursday, April 11th. My name is Boyd. I teach beginner and struggling sports bettors how to use data-driven analytics and positive EV tools like Oddsjam. Oddsjam is a betting tool that's going to help you find outlier pricing in the sports betting markets. And so that's what I do here on the channel is I go through some of the tools, some of the heuristics, some of the methods, the tips to help you identify positive and winning picks to profit over and over again. So we'll go through a handful of methods, handful of ways. You'll get some selections, some picks that we'll use and we'll see happen come to fruition a little bit later today. But that's what the channel is all about, is really helping beginner and struggling sports bettors learn how to develop a roadmap and a plan with the tools, with the education to profit. All right, so those that have kind of follow the channel see some of the picks and some of the heuristics. You can go a little deeper. We have sort of a one-on-one situation set up to where if you go to the website, boyddavis.com, you can do a private consulting to where you and I meet. We go through a betting plan. We go through all the steps, all the heuristics, all the education, all the foundation of knowledge you need to understand the betting markets, provide the tools, provide the betting tools to help you make these decisions, and then have a betting plan or a roadmap for a profit situation wherever you're located. So if you're interested in doing something like that, we have that down below. Also, highly recommend you're going to need Oddsjam. Oddsjam is a betting tool you have to see these market insights and the decisions mathematically that help you profit. So make sure you use Boyd20, BOYD 20 is going to help you save 20% off the first 2 months of all your new sign-up packages you might have, whether you're at the beginning stages or at the very end. You can get some advantages and some value in that. So those are some of the tools. Those are some of the education information. If you're interested, let's get into the today's video. Okay, so here we go, kicking off the morning here, starting the low hold page. The low hold page is an area where you're going to see the 0% edge here, which you're thinking to yourself, hey, that's not good. But what I like about this page is it really provides a lot of very high confidence, low market width type bets, and you're going to be targeting a market making book like Pinnacle, like a betonline.ag in a player prop situation, even a Novig, like a betting exchange is here in Colorado. Again, if you want to get signed up for Novig or SportTrade, their links are going to be down below. And also contact me if you're a Colorado sports bettor and need those betting exchanges. You'll have to do some videos and do some hold content on that. But what I target, essentially something in this price range here, the minus 110, minus 120, minus 130, probably max up to minus or plus 150, which is going to be all these. I would exclude, just personally, just for my own betting plan, the minus 350 to plus 341. So we'll start here with this player rebounds with Jabari Smith over 8.5. Going to open it up. And again, you're seeing that the confidence level on these, because the hold is look at this, minus 168. So if Pinnacle, sharpest sports book in the world, is at minus 168 on this, then seemingly this minus 125 and maybe minus 120 is really a standout. So I'm going to open up this page one more route, one more page. Yeah, I expanded that. I'm going to scroll down here and find Jabari. And what I'm looking for is to identify this bet online. Now, they don't have a line on him, so that's kind of interesting. I typically would like to put this in first position as my highest weighted, true north. So, for example, if they came in here at minus 140, I got Pinnacle at minus 168, I would hammer the shit out of this at minus 120. Any of these, even sprinkle in some 125. You got Caesars at minus 121. Let's open up their chart and see what they have. They're not showing any big movement, so maybe this is a lower volume. Certainly with Jabari Smith, probably not a high volume person getting a lot of action. So I still believe this is a good bet, and I'm going to place this at the minus 120. And certainly if you're doing the DFS type thing where you're having to put 4, 5, 6 picks together, this minus 119 play is where you'd be using those. So that's how they're using the DFS multi-pick fantasy sites like Underdog and that kind of thing. So this is a pick I'll go with. Definitely going to play the under 8.5. I believe it's rebounds. There we go. First pick. All right, so next up we have Mets Braves early game here. Total runs under 9.5 seems to be the play. So you look at pricing, you have plus 104 at Pinnacle, sharpest sports book. You also have plus 100 at Circa, very sharp, plus 100 bookmaker, very sharp, bet online, plus 100. They're all hedging or leaning, just kind of giving a lean to that side of the under. So that's a good thing. You're getting this price at minus 105 at DraftKings. I do have another tool that I use. I can look up the pricing and kind of check the direction of markets. We're going to do that next with the Oddsjam odds screen real quick. 1 second. So what I like to do is check, as you guys know, the direction of the price. If I can get indication of which way things are headed. And so for the price point here on this under, it's, ever so gently, ever so slightly on this, plus 104 down to minus 117. That's at Pinnacle. So that's a little bit of an indicator. Again, when these colors pop up, you can see that this is a price change of the market. This one's for this Pittsburgh-Philadelphia game. We're focusing on this Atlanta Mets game, and I'm going to see if I can get some pricing indicators here. Again, not much. Again, it's pretty early in the morning. It's about 6:30 Mountain Time here in Denver, so up early trying to get a jump on this. I opened that chart already. That's my fault. But I'm trying to see, again, if I can get, I'm not going to get much from Circa. Tried up the Oddsjam line here, see what they are showing currently. And again, no direction. But, early game, I can do some more research if I wanted to go a little deeper on potential matchups and projections, if I was doing sort of a fundamental or a subjective search, just to get some ideas on maybe what's going through these teams' current statistical situations. But just from a basic snapshot, top-down approach, you'd lean to the under, probably do a minor or small play on this under 9.5. 9.5 is a number, though, in baseball to where once it goes over 8, 8.5, you get up in the 9.5, 10, 11. It's kind of like it can kind of explode and go crazy. So that's something to keep your eyes on. I am going to open up this bet real quick, this Pittsburgh-Philadelphia game, because we're having so much pricing action here. So it looks like going towards the over. So if you see here, at 47 seconds ago, it was at minus 110. Now it's minus 115, so that's a 5-cent jump in juice. They've actually bumped theirs from plus 103 to 102, kind of small, nothing big there. But looks to me like this pricing is definitely getting worse, going towards the over. So right now, just blindly, if you had a minus 8, certainly FanDuel's already bumped it up to 9. So if you're able to find an 8.5 at low juice, that would be the play seemingly so far in this Pittsburgh game, without looking at much more than just that, just telling you direction of price movement, direction of momentum at this early stage of the game. Now, this early in the morning is when you typically are getting some overnight line increases as far as limits. So you're going to start to see some action. For here in Denver, it's around 6:30 to 8:30 in the morning. So that little window of time there, so you can apply that towards wherever you're located. But you're going to see the early risers and the early people getting on some of these games early. Some of the sharper players early because they like the lines, and they get a little bit higher limit than an overnight line. So that's why you see some action early in the morning. You won't see much during the course of the day, and then you'll see sort of a blitz towards the end of the day, right before first pitch. All right, so moving along here through the low hold pages, taking a look at this over. This is a mainline bet. I always trust Pinnacle a little bit more than anybody, certainly. However, I don't like to pit Pinnacle and BetOnline against each other in situations. So this is another one that I'll probably come back to later or look at, in a different light, because I got two sharps. It's kind of like the two smartest kids arguing over the correct answer. Again, I'm trying to find the smart kid and the dumb kid, and use that against them. I already hit this Kobe White a little bit earlier. I'll pull up the charts and show you why. Again, we have BetOnline at minus 144, sharp smart kid relative to player props. Caesars, not bad. They're at minus 133. They're pretty smart. They're no dummy. They didn't get their buildings because they lose. And, of course, you don't have any Pinnacle action showing as of right now. I'm okay with that. Still like this price. I can also like the fact that these guys are not very bright, and you can hit this here or here. Typically like to play DraftKings unders just because I believe they're a really heavily populated public book, and so the unders typically would if you held a gun to my head, I'd lean to the under every single time just because of that factor. But I will tell you, because Kobe White's not exactly a household name. I know in basketball worlds he's well known, but to the average person, as a fan, it's probably not shopping for Kobe White assists. You know what I'm saying? So for that reason, I like that particular bet. That's what we're going to go with. All right, next up we have PRA, points, rebounds, assists for Dante, our boy Dante. Now you look at this, you got Pinnacle plus 101, DraftKings minus 105, and we're going to open up the charts here, take a quick look. Standing out as best price. Really nothing crazy though, right? It's not like it's not, I mean, everyone's sort of in the same boat. You've got BetOnline sort of on the fence. You got Pinnacle over here saying, yep, we're at minus 133. So what I did is I took it a step further. I have a tool that I use to check out this. You saying, okay, well, he's blasted this over 24.5 PRA the last 7 out of 10 times. That's awesome, right? Well, who are they playing? Boston. He is 0 for 6 in the last visits with them on this stat. So that's why I'm looking to go ahead and ride that trend, because it's the matchup that I like here. Again, he could always, go over, but he would really, if he did this against the Boston Celtics, he would really, really be doing a lot compared to what he has done. If you look at the last 5, obviously people are going to see this and go, holy shit, he's going to go over. He's going to go over. Last 10, he's going to go over. He's going to go over. Last 30, going to go over. Looks pretty good. But against these guys, it's typically not going well. So we're going to go ahead and play this under and see what happens. It'll be kind of interesting. So again, guys, you can identify and find a ton of bets, ton of wagers, ton of opportunity in this low hold page. You can see as I scroll through here, and I think a lot of people like to tune in and see if I can get 3 or 4 or 5 picks, and I'm happy to do that. The problem is, where do you start relative to all the opportunities here using the Oddsjam tools? So again, if you don't have the Oddsjam tools, get yourself set up. This is the tool you need to have to make positive EV decisions. We're going to run into the positive EV page real quick. And see if we can find anything. I'm not showing. It's something's wrong with my settings. I'm not seeing anything right off the bat. Use your bet tracker. Use the odds screen. We'll pop in there real quick to show you again some other tips on using the odds screen. What I like to really promote is also going back and checking the previous day's history, so you can go back and look at the stats and pull up the charts and pull up, say, the totals or the spreads. You can go back into the markets and kind of find out, maybe what was going on that day, if there's any indications to help you learn, chart-wise, history-wise, that can help you make improvements on maybe some of your heuristics of what you're doing. You can go into any sport, you can go back in and get some back data currently with the young MLB schedule. And this is where you're going to do a lot of research to find, hey, did I miss something here on the money line? Did I miss something on the charts relative to, the movement, the timing, when it was going on? Was it an injury situation? What happened? Could have I maybe played the first half money line? I will tell you, in my, I say course, it's more of a consulting. I really help people set up the strategies on the market types they want to play, because everyone has their strengths and weaknesses and favorites. Play to those strengths, and so we go through and we talk about what bet types are you going to find the most. Having the ability to absorb the most, is it first inning money lines? Is it first 7 inning totals? Whatever the case is, you got to find your. All right, guys, there you have it for today, and of course, we want to welcome you back tomorrow for more of these data-driven and market insightful bets using the tools at Oddsjam. If you got some value out of this, please make sure you give us a like, give us a subscribe, join the channel. We want to incorporate you and get your feedback, get your insights. So if you have any of that, leave that down below as well. And we'll be back tomorrow with another video to talk to you more about the different markets and the betting opportunities and some other tips and things you can use to incorporate in your daily profit basis. Thanks for stopping by. Let's go make some mathematical money.